Well, hello everybody. It's David Levitt with Amudim Teaching Ministries. And I wanted to start off with a little demonstration, if you will, to help you understand why it's important to take the time to dissect Scripture, to sometimes be a little technical. Because in Timothy, let me go there real quick. Let's see, in Timothy chapter 2, I'm sorry, 2 Timothy chapter 2 in verse 15, the Apostle Paul is exhorting his, this young man that he's been discipling. And it's more than a disciple. He's kind of like Paul's right-hand man, Timothy. And he's going to be entrusting a lot of things to Timothy. And this is what he said. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15, he says, "Study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needs not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." Now, I've pondered that for many years, what that means, what it could mean, what I've thought it means. And I would say, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago, I actually began to look up what that word means, rightly divide. And that word rightly divide, what it means is to rightly cut or to accurately cut. You know, when we hear things about Scripture, and there's many sayings in Christianity, in the body of Messiah, and they're just kind of blanket sayings, and they're very general, and they're not necessarily wrong. And we're going to talk about a couple today, like being made in the image of God. That is a true statement. But sometimes we've not rightly divided what other scriptures had to say about that, and therefore we may not be getting the right picture of the image of God in our lives. It's just something that sounds nice. So when you rightly divide truth, what you are doing is you are taking Scripture as a whole, and you're taking a little bit here, a little bit there, this piece, that piece, and you're able to bring it together and form a picture of an image, an understanding of something. So I want to do a little demonstration before we get into the Genesis study. And I want us to go to 1 Corinthians 13, all right? Now, in 1 Corinthians 13, obviously, many people know this is the love chapter, charity, agape. And there's different aspects of what the Bible defines as real love, biblical love, true love, which is the only correct love out there. Now, you and I know there's 100,000 different definitions of love these days. It's feelings, it's emotions, it's tolerance, it's this, it's that. All right, so I want to do a little demonstration with you. And let's just say that we take a couple aspects of what we know is in the Bible about God's love, throw in some of our own, worldly, societal type, definitions of love. And let's just do a little exercise here. So we know that love is forgiving. Okay, so remember, to rightly divide means to accurately cut. So I got a almost knocked my microphone over. I got a pair of scissors here, and with each aspect or precept that we attribute to love, I'm going to make a cut. All right, and then we'll see what we end up with at the end. All right, so let's just say that love forgives. That's true. We know that from the Bible, okay? So I'm going to love forgives, all right? How about, I'm just going off the top of my head, love tells the truth. Yes, love tells the truth. Absolutely. Okay? Love is a feeling. Okay, well, still got to make a cut. All right, I still said that. Let's see. Love is tolerant, even of sin. Says that's okay. You can do that. No one's going to be mad at you. All right. Love, the Bible says love covers a multitude. Let's just say, let's do one, a good one. Love covers sin. So it means that you don't go blabbing to your friends when someone that you love is confiding in you and sharing something with you they don't want other people to know. Love is patient. Okay, we know that one. Very good. Okay, and then I don't think I've said this. Let's just say that love is a feeling. Oh, hold on, let me. All right, love is a feeling. You're like, what is this man doing? And I didn't really think through these. Love is kind. We know that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that one. So that's a good cut there. And let's just wrap it up here. Love says that everybody, no matter they've repented or not, trusted in the atoning sacrifice of Yeshua or not, everyone's just going to heaven one day, and there is no eternal judgment. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut out a shape. You see my shape? That is a shape of something. But is that what love looks like? Well, we don't know because I haven't shown you, hope you can't see through that, what this shape is supposed to look like. So here's that shape. And remember, with each precept or aspect, some of it was true, some of it was not true. I made a cut, and that cut eventually forms a picture of the definition of love. So if I used all those aspects I said, whether they're true or not, and said that's what love is, this is the shape I would get. Now, let's just go right to 1 Corinthians 13. I'm just going to read right through these. Okay, charity suffers long. I don't have to think about it. These are right. It is kind. Now remember, each precept is rightly dividing truth. See, people say that love can't involve judgment and forgiveness. Well, intellectually to our minds it can't. But if that's the way Scripture defines love, then we have to set aside our definition of love and go with the words. All right. It does not envy. It does not envy. Another cut. What else does it say? It vaunts not itself. It's not boastful. What else does it say? It's not puffed up. Not puffed up. Love does not behave itself unseemly. All right. We're getting somewhere. See, we're rightly dividing what love is based on the Scriptures. We're bringing in everything. Well, of course, this is one chapter, but it's an exercise. Seeks not her own. Not selfish, looking out for others. Not easily provoked. Another cut. Another rightly dividing something. Thinks no evil. Okay. Rejoices not in iniquity. So I'm not going to say your iniquity is good, but rejoices in the truth. I'm going to say the truth is good, and we should all align ourselves with it. Bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things. Charity never fails. I'm going to put all those in one cut just because that's going to work better for my demonstration. Okay, so now I took those aspects of biblically defining love, scripturally defining love, and this is the shape that I get. A little different, huh? And what was I trying to understand? Now I know that this is the Star of David, and this is not love, okay? But I'm trying to help you understand the picture because guess what this was? Also the Star of David. You see, if I could just, for the sake of example, say that in trying to explain love to you, I was trying to help a person understand a visual, and this visual somehow represents the Star of David. Okay, by my definition and what I was teaching and how I was using scriptures to define something and cut something accurately, you see, cutting or rightly dividing truth ends up with the right image at the end. Whereas if we cut corners, we only say the things we like, only are very general in some ways, then we end up with something that is not the true image or understanding of what God, by His Spirit, is trying to convey through His Word. So I hope that helps you understand 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15.